guys, it's Julia and welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to be doing my January wrap up and my February TBR. I wasn't really sure if I was doing wrap ups this year. I didn't do a wrap up in like November and December, I believe, because I was just like not having it with like anything in my life. So I, for the first time ever and like years, didn't do wrap ups, but it felt really weird. So I'm going to be doing a wrap up for the month of January. It's currently like a week into February. So also usually hate TBRs, but I love planning. So this is like a rough TBR. I also thought I would add to this video a bit because January's wrap up isn't a lot. So for those who care, I wanted to make more creative content on YouTube. I was like struggling a lot with like what I should create, what I should make, things like that. I didn't want to do the traditional booktube videos and things like that, but I also want to talk about the books I'm reading, and how else am I supposed to do that if I'm not doing a book review or a wrap up? I still want to talk about books, and like me being like I can only create creative videos doesn't make me want to upload, because I'm like, what do I upload? Like everything has to be so different, but it's like I like wrap ups, so I'm gonna do wrap ups. For the first things that I read in January, I finished off the remaining volumes that are out right now for the Dream and Sun series by Ichigo Takano. This is basically a manga series that is about this girl who moves in with a bunch of guys, and it's about her relationships with them. It's like humorous, it's romantic, there's like some relationships that obviously go on. Really just fun series. If you recognize like the author's name or like maybe the art, Ichigo Takano wrote Orange, which is one of my favorite mangas ever, and this series is just like super fun and light. It's by no means like a 5-star series in my opinion, but it's like so fun that it's like a 3.5, like 4-star series. Like I just think these are super addicting and fun and like fluffy. So if you're interested in that, I would check these out. Or if you're like new to manga and you like kind of like fluffy romances or like fluffy storylines, then definitely check these out. It's all around like 3.5 and like 4-star ratings. So I also read 2 poetry books that I don't have with me, one being the new Long Leave book. This is her new poetry collection. If you don't know, she has a ton of them out. I've read pretty much all of them. They all just have to do with love, heartbreak, things like that, the basic kind of poetry things. I didn't like this one. It just lacked in a lot of ways. A lot of the poems were repetitive. It just wasn't a good one, and like I think it's one of her worst ones that she's come out with in my opinion. I think Memories is her best one, if you guys are curious, but I did not like that one. I also read this one called Child of the Moon, which I did not like. Concept was great, illustrations were cute, execution was not for me, so I didn't like those. But on the plus side, at least I had fun with this series, so I didn't do that much reading in January. It may have changed, I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. This is a mess. Okay, so for February's reading plans in January and then going over into this month, February, I've been reading The Field Guide to the North American Teenager. This is by Ben Phillip. This is an arc that I got from Frenzy, so thank you so much to them for sending this my way. One that I didn't ask for, so it's like an unsolicited one, but it is so fun. So it came out in January already, so it is out. But this is basically about this guy named Norris who is a Black Canadian, and he moves to Texas, and it's about his experience there at a new school, a new high school, all the people he meets. There's a lot of like stereotyping like Canadians type of thing, and it's just like a fun story. It's about him like meeting different girls, getting to know, like finding friends, his parents, all the things like that. So it kind of talks about like the cheerleaders and the jocks and the bullies, and like each chapter has like a little thing like house party, and then it has like attire, goals, special artillery, and then like things like that, and like a lot of the chapters are like that. So far I am about 176 pages into it, so I'm about this like half, and I would say it's just a fun read so far. It's by no means like a 5-star read for me at this point, but it's just like a fun kind of light read, and I do recognize all the Canadian references because I'm Canadian, so like if you're Canadian, this is like a fun time. So I'm hoping to finish this month. Along with that, I'm going to be reading some manga. So since my goal was like to finish the Dream and Sun volumes that are already out, I want to do the same with A Silent Voice. Well, actually, there's only 7 of those, so I want to finish the series this month. I've been like holding off because I love them so much. Basically, if If you don't know, it's about this boy who bullied this girl, and they meet up several years later and kind of talk about what happened, and the girl is deaf, and it's about that, and it is so interesting and has so many good, oh, I love. So I have to read volume 5, volume 6, and the final one, volume 7. So hopefully I'll get to these. I'm really excited about them. I think they're gonna be super sad. They give me a lot of emotions, so I'm excited. Next is probably like a really weird one. Like when I saw the title, I was really confused, but I've heard really, like I haven't even heard anyone talk about it. What am I saying? It has just a really cool concept, and that is I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, and this is by Yuri Simono. And it says like a bittersweet romance. In this deeply moving first-person story, an introverted high school boy finds his classmate's diary and learns her biggest secret. She's dying from a pancreatic disease, and now he's the only person outside her family to know the truth. The last thing the boy wants is to be her friend. But Sakura's cheerful demeanor and their shared secret draw them together in this heartwarming tale of friendship and mortality. So it sounds adorable. This is like a little bind-up version. So I think this is the only one, the complete manga collection. I think this is like the only one. It doesn't say volume 1 or anything. I think this is the whole thing. I think it'll be a good time. Okay, so there you guys have it. Those are the books that I read in January. It wasn't too many. Obviously, I didn't even read an actual novel, but it's okay. I'm still getting back into my reading groove, and hopefully I will get to the books that I mentioned for my February TBR. But like, if not, I'm not gonna be angry about it. But you know, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know how you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys all super soon with a new one. Bye!